Hi, friends. Blessings in the name of the Lord. I pray that you are well. It's Mary here, and I have something to share with you today. I pray that this blesses and encourages and strengthens you in the name of Jesus Christ. So, what I have been hearing from the Lord is that I am raining down fresh manna on you. I am raining down fresh manna on you from heaven. There is new manna. I am raining down something new from heaven for you. For this particular season is going to be fit for you. For this particular time and season of your life, my perfect provision is on the way. And the Lord has had me in Exodus. I've been reading Exodus lately, in Exodus chapter 16, where it's talking about when God provided manna from heaven to the Israelites to eat after they had left Egypt and they were out in the wilderness. It says in Exodus 16, verse 4, "Then the Lord said to Moses, 'Look, I'm going to rain down food from heaven for you. Each day the people can go out and pick up as much food as they need for that day.'" And then we see in verse 19, after God had provided the manna, it says, "Then Moses told them, 'Do not keep any of it until morning.' But some of them didn't listen and kept some of it until morning. But by then it was full of maggots and had a terrible smell." Verse 21, "After this, the people gathered the food morning by morning, each family according to its need." So, what I had been receiving from the Lord to share is that there are some of us who we have received something in our past. There's something that we are hesitant to let go of because it is something that we received in our past season, and it actually was something that the Lord provided for us. So some of us have had difficulty letting go of certain things because it was manna. It was something that God rained down on you in your past season from heaven and provided for you from heaven. And it sustained you, it fed you, it nourished you, it strengthened you. And so He had provided that thing for you. But because it came from the Lord, it has made it especially hard for you to let it go in this season. And the thing is that God provides us, well, what we see here is where it's talking about God providing fresh manna each day for each day. And if the manna wasn't collected in the morning, then it says that the sun would come out, and when the sun came out at noon, all of the manna would just disappear, be melted and disappear. So anything that wasn't gathered for that day would just kind of melt away and disappear, but it would come fresh the next morning. And so sometimes we can get in this kind of mindset that the Israelites were having, some of the Israelites were having here, where we think, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to this thing from my past season, even though it doesn't fit in my current season any longer. But because it was good, because it was something maybe even God had provided for you, then it's something that you have been very reluctant to let go of. And part of that mentality is just seeing, okay, God provided this thing for me today, but I don't know that He's going to provide it again for my tomorrow. So yes, God provided for me this thing in this day, but I don't know that it's going to come again for my next season. But what the Lord wanted to tell you, my friend, is that fresh manna is coming, that you are able to let go of that thing that He had given you and granted you in your past season that was needed in that past season, but that has expired in your life. It's no longer fit for this season of your life, and that it's time to let it go, because when we try to hold on to things in our lives that have expired and that are not meant for our current season, then what happens is it just starts to rot. Like it just starts to rot. It starts to stink. Like, it's just not going to be the same anymore. We can't hold on to the things from our past season in our current season. They're just not going to work anymore. They're going to become unpleasant in many ways. The things that, even if it was something God gave you, but it was meant for your last season, if we try to hold on to it in this season, it's going to become unpleasant to us. It's just not going to work. It's going to kind of fall apart in our hands. We're going to try to hold on to it, but it's just going to fall apart as we do that. And so the Lord wanted me to remind someone of that today, and also just to tell you that there is fresh manna raining down for this very current season of your life. And it's something you haven't seen before. It's something new. It's something fresh for this very current season. It's exactly what you're going to need in this season of your life, not in your past season and not in your future season, but for your present season. He's going to be raining down from heaven what you need to sustain you, what you're going to need for your current season, something fresh, something new. So it's okay to let go of that old thing. You can go ahead and take your hands off of it and let it go, because the Lord wanted to remind you that He is a provider for you, and that His mercies are new every morning. His mercies are fresh every morning. It's like it says in the Lord's Prayer. It says, "Give us this day our daily bread." So He has daily bread for us. That means each new day of our lives, each new season of our lives, there's new fresh baked bread, right? I don't know if you've ever been somewhere, like here in the US, not a lot of us eat bread from the bakery. Like usually we just get at the grocery store. But I know in a lot of countries, they buy fresh baked bread every day. You go to a bakery and you get your bread fresh every day. And if you try to keep it for the next day, then usually it's stale and it's not really good to eat anymore. It's not fresh. But God shows us throughout His Word that He gives us fresh bread. He bakes us fresh bread every day, that we don't have to eat stale bread from yesterday or try to hold on to what was for yesterday's season, or try to store all this old bread up for us to keep it for our next season, because there is fresh bread that is going to be waiting for us in our tomorrow. Each and every day, each and every season of our lives, He gives us fresh bread. He gives us something new to sustain us. So you don't have to hold on to that which is stale and that which fit in your last season but is no longer fitting for you in this season anymore, because He has exactly what you need for this current season. It doesn't matter what season of your life that you're in. God has new things for you every day and every season of your life, something fresh that He brings, that He rains down on you from heaven. And He will do that for you, my friend. So I bless you with that word today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Be blessed. Bye.